Gratitude versus endless desire. Socrates, the great Greek philosopher, once said that the secret of happiness is not found in seeking more, but in developing the ability to enjoy less. His words are a timeless reminder that gratitude leads us closer to peace, while endless desire keeps us trapped in restlessness. Let us imagine two people. One wakes up each morning, looks at the sun, feels the air and says, "I am thankful I am alive today." The other wakes up and says, "I wish I had more money, a bigger house, better clothes, and more respect." The first person carries light in their heart, while the second carries a burden that never ends. This is the difference between gratitude and endless desire. Gratitude is like a calm river. It flows smoothly, refreshing whoever drinks from it. Endless desire is like a stormy sea. No matter how much water you drink, you will always be thirsty. Socrates believed that true wisdom begins with knowing yourself and understanding what truly matters. When you practice gratitude, you realize that life already gives you many gifts. The ability to think, to breathe, to love, to learn, these are treasures that cannot be bought. But when a person falls into endless desire, they are never satisfied. If they have 1 coin, they want 10. If they have 10, they want 100. If they have a small home, they dream of a palace. And even when they get the palace, they still want more. Desire grows like fire. The more wood you add, the bigger the flames become. Gratitude, on the other hand, is like cool shade under a tree. It does not demand more. It teaches you to rest, to smile, and to enjoy the present moment. Socrates often asked questions to his students. What is the purpose of wealth? What is the purpose of honor? What is the purpose of endless wants? In his gentle way, he guided them to see that none of these things guarantee happiness. A person may own gold but feel poor inside. A person may receive praise but still be lonely. But a person with gratitude, even if they have little, carries peace in their soul. Think of a child who plays with a simple toy. The child laughs, runs, and enjoys the moment. The toy may be small, but the joy is great. That is gratitude. Now think of a rich man who owns 100 toys, but he is never satisfied. He looks at what he does not have instead of what he does. That is endless desire. Which one do you think lives a happier life? Gratitude also teaches us humility. When we say thank you, we admit that life's blessings are not fully in our control. The food we eat comes from the earth, from the farmer, from the rain, from the sun. The air we breathe is given to us freely. Gratitude makes us humble, while endless desire makes us proud and greedy. Socrates taught that wisdom is not in chasing pleasure, but in finding balance. Endless desire makes us slaves to our wants. Gratitude makes us free. When we are grateful, we are rich, even without money. We are greedy, we are poor, even with riches. Imagine 2 travelers walking in the desert. One carries a bottle of water and thanks the heavens for it. He drinks slowly, feeling each drop as a gift. The other carries 2 bottles, but he curses that he does not have 3. Will enjoy the journey more. Gratitude turns little into enough. Desire turns plenty into nothing. We often believe that if we just reach the next goal, we will be happy. If we get the new car, the new house, the new job, then happiness will arrive. But once we get it, soon we want more. Happiness runs further away, like a shadow we cannot catch. Socrates warned that this endless chase blinds us. True happiness is already here, in simple things. Gratitude opens our eyes to see it. Think about the sunrise. Every morning the sky is painted with colors, but many people never look at it, because they are busy thinking about what they want next. A grateful person pauses, looks, and says, "What a gift." Endless desire makes us blind to beauty. Gratitude makes us awake to life. Gratitude also protects the heart from envy. When you are grateful, you do not compare yourself with others. You say, "I have enough and I am thankful." But when you live in endless desire, you always look at your neighbor. If they have more, you feel pain. You forget what you already have. Envy is the child of endless desire. Peace is the child of gratitude. Socrates believed that the greatest wealth is to live with a contented mind. He said that he was not rich, yet he was happier than many kings. Why? Because his happiness did not depend on gold or power. It depended on wisdom, on friendship, on gratitude for the simple joys of life. He taught his students that the wise person does not need many things, because the wise person learns to be satisfied with little. Gratitude is also the seed of kindness. When you are thankful, you want to give back. You treat others with respect. You share what you have. Endless desire, however, makes people selfish. They hold tightly to their possessions, afraid of losing them. They forget that life is not about how much you take, but how much you give. So what can we learn from Socrates today? In our modern world, desire is louder than ever. Advertisements tell us we are not enough unless we buy more. Social media makes us compare our lives with others. But Socrates whispers across time, happiness is not in more. Happiness is in less, but with gratitude. Each of us can choose. We can choose the path of endless desire, which never satisfies. We can choose the path of gratitude, which brings peace to the soul. The choice is in our hearts. Every morning when we open our eyes, we can say, I want more. Or we can say, thank you for what I have. One choice leads to struggle. The other leads to freedom. Let us remember the wisdom of Socrates. The greatest riches are not in gold, but in a content heart. Gratitude is the key that unlocks this treasure. Endless desire is the chain that keeps us bound. So today, let us practice gratitude. Look around you at the breath in your lungs, the people you love, the food on your table, the beauty of nature. These are gifts. These are enough. And when you live with this spirit, you will find what Socrates found long ago, that happiness is not far away. It is already here.